show hitting the scene. Shit tales of Oz and foreigner dreams. Tales are crazy wild as the wind. Laughs and madness can make you spin. Shit tales roll Florida's king. The podcast chaos, it's a wild thing. Tune in folks for a hell of a ride. Crazy stories far and wide. From down under to the Sunshine State, mishaps and mayhem can't escape fate. Chuvalo and Croc Dundee, a wild ride on Podcast C. Shit tales roll Florida's king. Podcast chaos, it's a wild thing. Tune in folks for a hell of a ride. Crazy stories far and wide. From down under to the Sunshine State, mishaps and mayhem can't escape fate. Chuvalo and Croc Dundee, a wild ride on Podcast C. Shit tales roll Florida's king. Podcast chaos, it's a wild thing. Tune in folks for a hell of a ride. Crazy stories far and wide.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the chicanery, the shenanigans, and all around what the fuckery that is the Craptown Florida Man Power Ranking Podcast. I am NCR News Network, joined by friend, colleague, co-host, and still isn't raising an army of bull sharks, Mr. Anthony Caruso.
Oh, hello, NCR. Yes, welcome back, everybody, to the studio, and welcome to 2026 for some of the absolute debauchery and shithousery that we have become well known for reporting on for you every week.
Indeed. I mean, while we were gone, we have spent time with family and getting the latest and greatest of shithousery that comes from the land down under and the Sunshine State. But before we go any further, a quick word from our sponsor.
Today's sponsor is Aura. We're online a lot, and let's be real, there's a lot of shady things online these days, and this is where today's sponsor, Aura, can come in and help you. Aura is an all-in-one digital security, protecting your personal data, monitoring your credit for you, has parental controls, VPN, antivirus, gives you 24-hour protection, and offers you a $1 million identity theft insurance policy. And why is Aura important to protect you? Well, we see a lot of things online that lead us to some websites that steal our data, then sell that stuff off to data brokers who can sell it and resell it, causing you to get spam calls, junk emails, and sign you up for things you didn't even want. But not only that, Aura puts an end to those pesky scam calls, the spam emails, and not only that, it can get your data removed from data brokering websites without you having to move a finger. Aura is offering you a free 14-day trial by using my link in the description box and signing up at aura.com/NCR or scanning the QR code. That's aura.com/NCR or scan the QR code for your free 14-day trial, and don't leave your data unsecured.
Thank you again to Aura for sponsoring today's episode. And Anthony, I think you've noticed the changes.
I have. It's I love the background setting of it. The curtains are absolutely gorgeous. This couch is fantastic.
I know. Let's give the audience a quick look at the new studio itself real quick. I mean, Dwayne and the Emus have done a great job.
They have. It's absolutely beautiful. So, and you know what? The decor is just fantastic. I love the color scheme they've used in this place, actually.
I know. It's very warm, inviting. It's soothing.
It is, which is, I guess, you know, we need to, as we go to one of our other sponsors who's incredibly soothing and, you know, incredibly, I guess, satisfying and supporting of everything we do with here in this show. And ladies and gentlemen, we can confirm they are back for another week. And, well, all I can say is we are so happy that they're back with us for another week. Need to clean up some fallen down trees or deal with an unwanted body? Then look no further than Woody's Wood Chipper Emporium. At Woody's Wood Chipper Emporium, we have the very best in materials and equipment to be able to clean up any mess that you so desire. Just make sure you ignore the red paint that is located in and around the wood chipper itself. Woody's Wood Chipper Emporium. Find us in the wood chipper section or give us a call at 1-800-CHOPPER-BODY.
Thank you, Woody. You guys have been a lifesaver for a lot of people this past year, and just a great sponsor to the channel.
They've been absolutely incredible, and we're so grateful they're on for another year. Not only this week, but indeed for the rest of the year.
Indeed. Now we are actually back early. We thought we weren't going to come back until next week, but Anthony, would you like to lead us in on this?
Well, yeah, because there is going to be an extended issue of the Shit Towns of Australia, and before we get to our usual section in the morning briefing, we do have a couple of honourable mentions. All right. Would you believe that in 20th place is actually going to be Port Pirie? When I say extended, I mean extended. For those wondering how big we are, make sure you do visit the Shit Towns of Australia Facebook page. Give them a like, follow them. They do some really good stuff. We can't recommend them enough. They are absolutely hilarious. And NCR, you and I are on there regularly reading stories, reading posts. It's absolutely brilliant. It's hilarious.
It is. It is one of the funniest things on Facebook that you can read.
Which leads us now to our honorable mention. Of course, there's 20 stories. We won't go through them all today, but we are going to mention a couple of the stories that did catch our eye as bonuses. And the first one we've got is going to take us to Cobar in New South Wales. Cobar is a lovely little place in northern New South Wales. Our family and I have been there a couple of times to sort of visit. And, well, a feral goat has headbutted the shit out of a glass shop front after seeing its own reflection. And really, when I heard about this story in particular, only one thing comes to mind to start off with.
A fucking goat outside.
It's just a goat.
No, it's a fucking goat.
Oh, that's adorable.
To look at the damage done to the glass on Shane Martin's shop front, you might think a robber or vandal had taken to it with a crowbar. No. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said, we're going to go through these very quickly. We're not going to spend too much time on them. When that baby said it was the fucking goat, we meant it.
He is pissed.
He's seen his reflection in the mirror and he's gone, have some of this and some of that and a bit more.
You can't see me,
you, buddy. Oh. Bang. So there it is. A feral goat decided to, lay into a reflection himself. But then it wouldn't be an extended story unless we go to visit one of your favorite towns, NCR. In fact, your favorite town of all time.
Oh, there's only one town that can be. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to...
The city of Townsville is under attack.
It's coming in early, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
A drunk driver kicks a cop in the dick before offering to hold it.
I think we have some footage from his partners.
You have been kicked in the testicles.
A Townsville woman got behind the wheel almost 4 times the legal limit, kicked an officer, and I believe actually donkey kicked a police officer in the penis, and then asked him if he wanted her to hold it.
Why?
I could only assume she's actually been, and in fact, whenever we do this stuff, we always like to look at, guess where we're going for the first time today?
Comment section.
And guess who came in hot straight away?
Give it to me.
What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
This is Democracy Manifest.
And you, sir, are you there to receive my limp penis? Someone commented that's one hell of a crash out.
Get your hands off my penis.
Oh, she must have been on the rum tins. She had a bit on.
Indeed.
Someone's actually posted the chance card go to jail, go directly to jail. Someone's posted tag their friend and it's gone big weekend, mate. And then someone asked afterwards, was the donkey kick a single barrel or a double barrel?
That is too funny. But
oh my god!
But if you thought that was funny, and you've missed Anthony, I know you've missed Sheriff Grady.
Yes.
Wait till you see this morning briefing.
Time for morning brief, and I hope you have your favorite cup of coffee.
What the fuck is that?
Smells good. So today I'm going to drink my favorite cup of coffee from True Plumber's Cup. It says, "We get poop done."
Okay, that's an impressive mug.
Wait, it gets even better.
Oh, let's do it.
Coffee. Ooh wee. That's strong. All right. You ain't gonna believe this.
You ain't gonna believe
I
this.
didn't believe it. But it's the truth, as can only be told in Mulberry, Florida. Fred Gill is 54 and he lives there. He's backing out of his driveway of his house and backs into our victim's vehicle. Well, the victims get out. It's a man and woman. And Fred goes back into his house, won't talk to them, won't exchange information. So they notify the sheriff's office. Our nice deputies arrive. There's 2 deputies. And they're working on the crash investigation. And they call Fred outside. And you know what? Fred comes outside, and all of a sudden, he drops his drawers.
Okay. So Fred, after the deputies arrive, comes outside and drops his pants.
This doesn't start well, does it?
Where do you think this is going to go?
Don't tell me we're gonna have some excrement.
Maybe.
Oh no!
A slow drink.
And dumps it over.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Right there in front of God, deputies, and victims. That's right. He popped a squat in his front yard and fertilized. Our deputies stared in amazement. They said to themselves, "Self, have you ever seen any poop like that before?" Then the rascal pulls up his pants, puts his coffee away, goes to the front of his truck, and exposes himself and begins to urinate. That's right, he did that. It was a pissosaurus.
What?
And then the deputies put him in jail for indecent exposure, disorderly conduct, and gave him some traffic tickets too. I told you can't make this stuff up in Mulberry, Florida.
Oh,
Holy. Wow. Wow.
That was sent to me on Discord by Mrs. Tom via Gothic Sparrow because he didn't know how to send it to me.
I think I'm going to be sick.
Oh, come on. It's only the morning briefing. We're
I
not even into the good
know.
part yet.
Wow. Oh, if you thought it was safe to appear in 2026, you are dead wrong.
Do you have the ceremonial coin, sir?
I do, sir.
I'm going heads for the first call for the year.
Oh, big high. I've nearly hit the. Jeez, I nearly hit the roof of my office with the coin flip. Jeez, that got up high. You called heads, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
It's a head.
Oh, we're going to kick things off with a Florida woman.
Yes.
Florida woman holding toddler attacks Enterprise employee with selfie stick.
I'm sorry, what?
Yep, you heard me. A Florida woman holding a toddler attacks a Enterprise rent-a-car employee with a selfie stick.
I'm confused. Go on.
An angry customer walks into a Florida Enterprise rent-a-car, waving a selfie stick and yelling on Tuesday. Tolino Lee Pritolino, age 23, had called the store minutes earlier, angry with the employee and the entire management about a credit card payment for a rent-a-car. After hanging up on Palomino, she drove to the Whiten Beach Enterprise location, entered the store with a collapsible metal 42-inch selfie stick in her right hand and holding her 2-year-old daughter in the left, according to the Bodaton Beach Police Department report.
What the actual fuck?
Palomino of Lauderhill, Florida, yelled, "Do you know who my baby daddy is?" amongst other threats, and swung the selfie stick back and forth. The employee dodged the stick. Palomino told police she was waving the stick because she was afraid of the employees were going to throw something at her from behind the counter. She also said as she was holding the selfie stick in her hand, as well as the keys, she was going to take a picture of the counter with her cell phone, but it was not attached to the selfie stick. There were no injuries reported, but she is currently facing charges of child neglect and aggravated assault.
Yeah, that's about right, to be honest.
And it wouldn't be a fine episode of the Shit Towns of Australia and the Florida Man Pod Ranking podcast without a mugshot.
Oh, that's it. Whoa, that's coming in hot.
That is an angry woman.
She has some intent in those eyes.
That is a mad black woman. Maybe she's going to write a diary.
I think she's looking to fuck shit up.
Indeed. Who is number 10 through the Shit Towns of Australia?
Number 10 for the Shit Towns of Australia takes us to Bridgewater in Tasmania, where a bumbling arsonist has set himself on fire while trying to torch a car. Because, of course, they did. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be presenting this to you with thanks to 7 News in Tasmania. Ready to roll that footage?
Indeed.
CCTV has captured the moment a pair of bike bandits roll into a Bridgewater street, jump off their motorbike and spray what appears to be flammable liquid on a parked car. But it was the arsonist in the firing line managing to set themselves alight.
It's Ghost Rider.
As they tried to put the flames out. The bumbling ordeal occurred around 5 a.m. yesterday on Willis Street, with police now investigating the matter. And anyone with information is being urged to contact Crime Stoppers.
Oh, bravo. Bravo. And ladies and gentlemen, of course, we're going to do a quick visit to the comments section. Someone commenting in, that was the Witt brothers, Dimwit and Halfwit. And then someone responding with, you forgot their sister, her name is Fark. Oh, that's not a bad start. Someone saying if you went to school, you'd know to stop, drop, and roll. To which someone actually responded, "Is there a school in Bridgewater?"
Ooh, shots fired.
Instant karma. You can find them in the Burns unit section. Oh, someone's called. I got a mate who could do it cheaper. Someone said that's not a tobacco shop. Someone else has said, "Go home, mate. You're cooked."
Jesus Christ!
Oh, there is no chill. Legend has it he always wanted to be a firefighter. And I thought Roman candles were just a myth.
I missed the comment section. They have been awesome.
Oh my God, that is fantastic. Oh, NCR, who's your number 9?
Are you ready for this one?
Yes.
Florida woman arrested for stealing Stanley Cup to store her breast milk.
Okay, that is just all sorts of ew.
This story is coming to us from 2 sources, The Smoking Gun and 97X, the home of classic rock in the Central Florida area.
I hope we get paid for that plug.
I'm hoping for some merch. I'll take t-shirts. I'll take mugs.
Well, you took one on the show. Let's face it. You got him sitting next to you here.
That is true. A woman who was busted for stealing a Stanley Cup valued at $60 from another coworker was arrested in order to repay the woman. However, the ordeal is raising why she stole it a bit odd. Cops say that they arrested a woman Tuesday, 29-year-old Ariana Moss, on misdemeanor charges of theft of a residential complex in Largo, Florida. According to the affidavit obtained by the Smoking Gun, Moss was observed on video surveillance looking at the cup numerous times before taking it into her possession of the 40-ounce light blue Stanley Cup. And, well, Moss also at one point in the morning said that she had interest in the tumbler and it would be great to hold my breast milk.
Ew.
Moss, cops say, saw the 22-year-old victim frequently drinking from the exact cup and was missing multiple interactions with the victim. At one point, witness/employee told officers Moss pointed the cup to the top of the roof and complained and told her the cup would be complimented her and told the cup would be great to hold my breast milk. Ew, just ew. Moss worked as a supervisor at the business where the mug was stolen.
Oh, for God's sakes!
Reportedly resigned 3 days later after her arrest, and hasn't been heard from since, police say. She was arrested on Sunday and booked into the county jail where she had bonded out by her husband, who paid a bond of $150.
All over a Stanley Cup.
I mean, I remember last year how people were fighting over those cups.
That's why I got a Yeti cup, because no one was buying the Yeti. Everyone else was buying the Stanley. See what I did there?
Yep.
That's how it's done.
Who is your number 9?
It didn't take long, NCR. It didn't take long. We're off to Ulladulla in New South Wales. And, well, Troy.
I'm Troy McClure, and I'll leave you with what we all came here to see. Hardcore nudity!
Thank you, Troy. We've missed you.
We've missed you. He's back. We're back. And someone else is showing that maybe they may or may not have back. The story: a maniac has been charged after allegedly beating up a pair of cops while naked. And I believe we are talking buck naked.
So, no socks.
No socks. Yep, confirmed no socks. 2 police officers called to a beach on New South Wales south coast on the weekend were allegedly attacked by a naked man who was accused of punching or kicking them in their heads. The officers went to Borley Beach in Ulladulla around 7:30 p.m. due to concern for welfare report. The beach is at Borley Point, which is a coastal hamlet about halfway between Bateman's Bay and Ulladulla. How good is that for a suburb named Ulladulla?
I like it. It just sounds festive.
The police spokesperson said the officers tried to speak to a 21-year-old man who was not wearing any clothes, but he allegedly became uncooperative and then assaulted a male senior constable. While the officers arrested the man, he allegedly punched a female constable on the head, and the officers had to use OC spray to get him under control. He then allegedly kicked the male senior constable in the face, causing serious facial injuries. Both the man, who region currently have not named for legal reasons, I can tell you now that person has now been named, by the way, and the constable was taken to Shoalhaven Hospital. After the man was released, he was charged with causing grievous bodily harm to a police officer, assaulting a police officer, and hindering or resisting the police officer. Now, subsequently, this gentleman, of course, is now appeared in court and has been named.
What is his name?
Vincenzo Zuccano.
Vincenzo.
Vincenzo Zuccano.
Vincenzo, you ruined the family name.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
You make a mockery of your family. You make yourself look like the son of a lesser man.
And guess what? I found a photo of him.
Let's see it.
He's an Italian national.
Oh. I'm going to say.
Yep.
I'm going to say this. He looks like the Italian Steve Urkel.
You're not far off, actually, I reckon. Congratulations, Vincenzo Zuccano. Not only are you arrested and charged with assaulting a police officer and public indecency, you've now appeared on our podcast. And all from a trip to Australia. NCR, who is your number 8?
Number 8 is a pest.
Oh, dear.
Florida man allegedly was arraigned in court after being accused of filming under girl's dress at a Pembroke Pines Church.
Are we talking girls?
I haven't gotten that far into the story yet, but give me one
boy,
second.
brace. Okay, we're bracing ourselves.
All right. Yep. We're gonna be dealing with a pest here. I can already feel it in my fucking bones.
Oh boy. Woody, get ready.
A man was arraigned on digital voyeurism charges on Tuesday, a month after his arrest, according to the acts of him accusably filming under a girl's dress with his phone at a church in Pembroke Pines. According to the arrest report from the Pembroke Pines Police Department, Daniel James, hold on one second, let me get that last name. Ducanis, age 21, of Davin, was arrested on December 10th of 2025 after allegedly being involved in an incident happening at the Belvedere Bible Church located at 1600 Pine Boulevard. Police say the incident occurred occurred on November 23rd and was witnessed by an adult and a juvenile. According to the report, the juvenile witnessed and told police that she was talking to a group of friends, including the victim, when she saw Ducanis pass by the victim. As he passed by, I noticed out of the corner of my eye that he had his phone and had it under her skirt, the witness said, according to the report.
Rock spider. Rock spider. You cretin.
The witness said she believed that Ducanis recorded under the victim's skirt 3 times and told the detectives the victim noticed the phone was recording during the last encounter.
Wood chipper.
According to the report, the witness and the victim told the victim's brother what had occurred, and he had confronted Ducanis, who denied recording the victim. The police say the brother told detectives that prior to his sister and her friends noticing him about what occurred, he had began to speak with Ducanis and noticed that Ducanis' phone was on video settings. Oh. He said that he had saw Ducanis looking at a video on his phone that had been recorded in the church that could only come, and you could see the church floor. Oh, you dirty, dirty bastard Jew. I'm not going to go
Wood chipper. One-way ticket.
Further,
No.
but according to the report, Ducanis was arrested on December 10th. Oh, God, no. Oh, I have to say this, and it's get the torches and pitchforks ready.
Yeah, already there.
He claims he did not send any videos or transmit any videos or photos of any of his victims to anyone. He is currently out on bond and awaiting trial. But you know what? I need to do my civic duties. I need to do that.
You got a mugshot?
If you see this man, please shame him.
Yep. Do not assault him. Do not approach. Do not go out to approach him.
If
But
you wish
be
to
on
yell
your
at him, that
guard.
is your First Amendment right. If you wish to comment on him, that is your First Amendment right. But do not commit any acts of violence, people. We do not condone that. But if you want to call him a rock spider or say he's got some short eyes or he's got a sweet tooth, then by all means, use your First Amendment right and your voice to criticize this thing.
If you see him, be very wary of his actions. We don't want him repeating that kind of action again.
Like they say, if you see something, say something.
Yep, agreed.
Moving on to your number 8, sir.
Well, number 8 takes us to the town that NCR was voted the shittest town in Australia last year. It was Melbourne.
Melbourne.
They're at it again. And this time they've come in hard because they've got a multi this week. First off, we've got
Jesus.
dead shits. We've got dead shit stealing a surf life-saving jet ski. Pretty shit to start off with. A shirtless car thief escaping on foot after ramming a cop car 11 times. But our feature story, get Cleveland ready, please. A grub has been caught on CCTV blasting diarrhea all over the entrance to an office building.
That's nasty.
This person has been dubbed the CPO, or the Chief Poo Officer, who left his mark on a Hampton East office building. All right, you dirty birds. It's been a hot minute since we've had plug thieves and midnight strokers, but now we are dealing with a phantom shitter who, as you can imagine, has disgusted the works in the office building. It was late last year, so if anyone knows anything, feel free to share. This kind of mess can't be excused. At a minimum, just go and steal the water can from a nearby servo and try to wash away your tracks. I have been told he brought paper with him in his pocket, so this might be a serial offense, but that also suggests there is more video. There is video available. I am very loath to show it, but
I would not.
I will show the photo, which does have his private parts censored, but not the end product. Do I dare?
I don't know. Let's run it. Let's run it. We'll take the risk. He's a smoker. He's a joker. He's a midnight poo shooter.
I'm going to take it off right now because that just, yeah. The comment section on this is beautiful. There are some videos you can smell. If you're frail, use the rail to leave your trial.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, why don't I just go eat some hay, make things out of clay, lay by the bay? I just may. What do you say? Well, I say to that proposal, I say nay.
Nay.
Oh dear, oh dear. Oh God. The good old dodgy Vindaloo. That is just, oh God. And of course, the usual, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Said was by Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, that is, I am disgusted. I am honestly disgusted.
I think we needed something funny as a palate cleanser here.
Yeah, do it.
Number 7 for Florida man. Where's the beef? Down Florida man's pants.
Oh no.
Video shows where's the beef? This Florida man suspect's pants. Brought to us by Local 10 News. I have the video of the story, so we'll be watching that instead of me reading the story because, well, why not?
High-priced meat heist caught on camera, and you will not believe where that suspect tried to hide the steak after allegedly committing the crime. Local.
Was it a tube steak?
Are we sure Predator Reaper wasn't up to her shenanigans again?
I mean, I can understand with the current price of beef prices.
And Rosh Lowe is live. He's in Aventura with this exclusive. All right, I can't wait to hear this one, Rosh.
At least wear a suit. Come on.
Together, okay? This is a great kosher supermarket in Aventura. Take a look here at all the meat, okay? But now let's get here to the brisket. Take a look at how big these briskets are, okay? Now we're just beginning. Imagine taking a brisket like this, right? And this is expensive stuff. This brisket's about 93 bucks. One thing to take it under your shirt like this. This guy, and it's all on video, was going around sticking it down his pants. And the store owner has a clear message.
Pause. Can you go back slightly? Can you go back ever so slightly? Keep going. Look at that bloke in the background.
This guy, and it's all on video, was going around sticking it down his pants. And the store owner has a clear message for him. Where's the beef?
Where's the beef?
Take a look here at Kosher Kingdom in Aventura on Monday. This guy goes up to the high-end steak aisle.
Meat prices continue to go up.
Maybe he got kicked in the testicles and he needed something cold.
Now, do you see that? That guy's talking about crotch stuffing. Now, I don't do it. Lenny Kravitz does.
I told you that in confidence.
Kenny Loggins does it as well.
It's not us that's raising it. It's the whole industry. Our margins are very tiny.
Okay, there's more. There's also a massive brisket. I guess he was wearing loose jeans.
Big pants. I think they're like made for stealing. You know, he has them blocked. You know, they're blocked at the bottom so it doesn't go through.
Let's get back to the video. A store employee walks by. This is the prime cowboy steak, and it's not a cheap piece of meat.
No, as you can see, it's almost $100.
$100.
Wow.
He didn't go for the cheap stuff. He's got taste. We'll give him that. Maybe not fashion sense, but he's got taste in meat.
That's insane.
You know what? I have to on that one. Where the fuck is it?
I'm scared. I'm very scared.
I can't find it. It must have got deleted.
Oh, what were you gonna do?
Phrasing.
Yeah, it deserved it. It would have absolutely deserved, but wow.
What's this guy doing?
He came over here, looked around to see if anybody was looking, and he shoved it in his pants.
This is 77 bucks, but to shove it down your pants is not easy.
Yeah, we were shocked. That's why when he came back the one steak, I thought, okay, I got it back, what he stole. And then when we found out there was this thing in his pants, it was unbelievable. It's just like shocking.
They chased this guy out of the store. Let's get to that video.
They ended up going across the street to Publix. One of my employees was on break and saw all the rest of the stuff that he had.
Brisket,
wine, called the cops, and we got everything back.
But what about the guy?
He ran off after we got the stuff back. By the time the cops got there, he was gone. But they have a good description. They have the video, and I'm sure he's on foot somewhere.
This is more than just a story on cowboy steak, brisket, and wine. The owner of this business, which has been around since 1999, with a clear message.
We want to let people know that you can't come in and steal. You know, it's not right. We're a family business trying to, make it.
So 3 generations. Have you ever seen anything like this?
No. This was this was unbelievable.
I mean,
that's it. All right.
Words cannot describe, honestly. That is just you know what?
Brisket, steak, and wine. He was preparing for a feast.
Oh, all right. My man Cornflake got the spirit. He a little confused, but he got the spirit.
I don't know what else can be said about that. I mean, we've dealt with pingers being shelled. We've dealt with drugs being hidden in foreskin. We've never dealt with someone stealing steak and trying to hide it down their pants.
I wonder if you tried. I'm wondering if you tried the defense. There's nothing. I'm not stealing, man. That's all me. That means all me.
Is that a tomahawk in your pants? Or are you just happy to see me?
It's a tomahawk.
Oh my god, I can't believe we went there. Wow.
What is your number 7?
Number 7 takes us to Logan in Queensland, where a male nurse has been sacked and charged after squeezing a patient's balls to wake him up. Now, this story originated back in May, but it's taken this long to actually get done for his trial and whatnot. But a registered nurse working out of a Logan hospital in Queensland was granted bail, but has now been formally charged after he was arrested and charged after he was found. Here we go. Notified that Amadou Ba allegedly grabbed a patient's testicles and penis while in the shower. Now, this person in question had apparently suffered a stroke, and he twisted the patient's genitals in an attempt to rouse the patient. Now, originally, the person was placed in alternative duties in a non-patient facing role until he was advised with a letter from Queensland Health. He was originally dealt internally, but now charges have been formally raised and has now been arrested, charged, and he is facing court.
Wow.
Oh, wow. And the worst part was that he managed to get some additional back pay to him on the basis that it is not in the public interest to cause detriment to an employee while he is trying to financially provide for his wife and 5 children. He inappropriately grabbed a patient by the testicles.
Well, I mean, I've got nothing.
This guy should be deregistered.
It's an unorthodox move, but okay.
Unorthodox move? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, mate? That's I am just so disgusted. You know what? Yeah. Amadou Ba. No, that's not him. I don't think we're going to find a picture of him, unfortunately. But yeah, I am thoroughly disgusted, and I want to get off this story here. Honestly, what is your number 6?
Number 6. Florida man uses ketchup packet as weapon and gets 5 years in prison.
After using a ketchup packet as a weapon? How?
A Florida man is facing up to 5 years behind bars after allegedly throwing ketchup packet and turning it into a felony weapon thanks to his prior conviction.
Jeez.
Anyone who thinks a condiment couldn't be used as a weapon needs to catch up with the times.
Oh, stop it.
I did not write that. That's in the fucking article, bro.
Oh, dear. You're terrible. Whoever wrote that, that's terrible.
According to the police, a 28-year-old Austin Simmons was arrested Monday evening after an incident occurred at the inside of a Florida bus terminal. Officers say Simmons appeared passed out when out of nowhere another man, Carl Mara, stopped to check on him. According to the report by the Smoking Gun, Simmons allegedly woke up irate, approached Mara, and tore open a ketchup packet and threw it at him. The police say that Mora was suffered 2 spots of ketchup on his jacket as a result of the incident. The jacket.
Oh.
Yo, I'm going to start a legislation to stop rogue ketchup packets to be thrown before Australia starts doing it themselves. I want to be on top of this first.
That story's a bit saucy.
We're not even done.
No.
The arrest affidavit stated that they found the packet on the ground already open and the ketchup spilling out of the packet, which holds roughly 0.03 ounces and was not collected as evidence. Police say Simmons denied striking Mara with the condiment, but repeatedly admitted that he's giving the victim a ketchup packet. Although this type of incident is unusual and tends to be a misdemeanor battery, Simmons was charged with third degree felony due to a prior battery conviction in 2019. During the following search of the following arrest, officers also allegedly found a small amount of chalky substance that led them to charge him with possession of a controlled substance. Simmons is currently being held on a $5,000 bond covering both the battery and the charges and the other substance, and if found guilty is facing a maximum of 5 years in prison. But wait till you see this mugshot.
Oh God. I feel sorry for the ketchup. Oh my God. That's rough.
You know, I have to do this. Parents, if you're going to have condiments in your home, please make sure you secure them in a locked facility.
What's with the facial hair? That's dead set bum fluff, that.
You're worried about the facial hair? I'm worried about the fucking eyebrows, mate.
Mate, that's
he's giving Eugene Levy a run for his money.
That's either that or Martin Scorsese. As Robin Williams might have once said, they look like two worms trying to mate.
Who is your number 6?
Number 6. Well, it's about time we went down there, because there wouldn't be a shit tons of Australians. We had some story out of South Australia.
Yeah.
But in fact, we got 2 of them out of Mount Gambier. Of course, Mount Gambier, part of that triangle of shit, or as we sometimes call it, Australia's asshole. If you want to know what it is, it does include Whyalla and Port Pirie. Whyalla. First off, we've got a woman who allegedly was caught skipping along town while singing and lighting spot fires. Because why not?
Okay.
Yeah. But our main story, a meth head gets home detention after hiring a crane to fuck up a bloke's house. This is a case originally from 2022, and the guy has finally been sentenced. A South Australian man who hired a crane and attacked another man's home, causing carnage, will serve his sentence on home detention. Mount Gambier man Paul John Palmer, 64, was sentenced on Friday to 2 years, 4 months, and 28 days of home detention after earlier pleading guilty to damaging property. Palmer hired a crane on June 22nd, 2022, and drove at speed towards the victim's home. The victim was referred to S in court. Palmer then drove the crane into the house without slowing down before turning and using the crane's hoisting mechanism to hit and destroy the front veranda. The court heard he then tried to reverse the crane and again hit the house before hitting the boundary fence of the property. When a neighbor came out to confront Palmer, he complained he was dizzy and asked the neighbor to call an ambulance. Palmer then told the neighbor to cancel the ambulance and instead went to the Mount Gambier police station where he told the police he had accidentally backed into a friend's house. Aha! NCR, guess what?
What?
Guess what I'm calling?
Do it.
Shenanigans. Do, 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 do. Shenanigans. Do, 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 do. Shenanigans. Do, 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 do.
Thank you, Reggie.
That is peak shenanigans.
No, I didn't do that, Mike. I was dizzy. I was dizzy.
It was a friend's place. I wasn't trying to cause vandalism. I just accidentally backed into my friend's place. After police received more information, they went to Palmer's house where he tested positive to methamphetamine. But the prosecution was unable to establish whether he'd consumed the drug before or after the incident. A video of the incident shot by Palmer was later shared on social media. Now, of course, we do have some photos of it. And what we're going to do is start off by showing you, there's a photo of the damage to the front of the house.
It could have been a lot worse. Can
I just point out as well the Mercedes out of the front? That, to be honest, that Mercedes is probably worth more than the house.
True.
There is a very, very disappointed Judge Ian Press who presided over the case. I'm not even angry. I'm just disappointed.
That's the look of a disappointed parent.
Yes. That's the block of land now. They've actually had to clear the house off. That's how much damage it is. We can confirm that Palmer will be eligible for parole in June 2027. But there it is. There's our first shenanigans for the year. He knocks down a house with a crane deliberately, claims he was dizzy, drives away, then goes to a police station and says, I've had an accident and drove into my friend's house.
No. Just no.
NCR, who's your number 5?
Florida man gets 4 years after trying to rob Taco Bell with a rock.
A rock?
Yes.
Go on.
All right, here we go. A Florida man decided to take his hunger for late night and make it a felony. A man who was found guilty for trying to rob an Ocala Taco Bell with a rock last year has been sentenced to 4 years in prison. Keywarren Anderson, age 40, was sentenced Thursday to 4 years in the state prison with a credit of 6 months and 19 days as time served on his record. Anderson broke into a Taco Bell on July of 2025, who was captured on body cam. The video was shared by the Ocala Police Department to social media. The footage shows the Ocala K-9 tracking him down from the Taco Bell on 2380 Southwest College Road to a nearby trash bin where the dog then bit Anderson. According to Anderson's arrest affidavit, he told the police that he was homeless and needed money for the bus. Just kidding on the bus part, but he just said he needed the money. And Anderson went on to say that he had entered the Taco Bell via the drive-through window with a rock in his hand to throw at employees to give him money.
Oh, jeez.
Oh. You know what the funny thing is?
What's that?
I have the video of the dog tracking him down.
Here we go.
I'm getting it ready. I'm going to mute the audio because the music could be a bit copyright. But here's the Taco Bell.
Yep.
We see the officers there speaking with employees. There's our suspect, shirtless.
I
around his
mean,
face
he's pretty
with the
solid,
rock.
isn't he?
With a rock.
Yeah.
Release the fur missile. Deploy the fur missile. Dog's on that dog is on trail. He is. He's
That did not take long, did it?
Oh no, he's like, oh, I got this.
Go on, boy.
Hear that tree?
Go on, boy.
Get that bad man. Get the bad man. Wait for it. We're gonna jump ahead. Oh, there's the trash bin. Hold on. I'm gonna have to bring up the music, unmute it here for this.
Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands.
Okay.
Lay on your face. Get on your stomach.
Wow.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
He wanted his nom nom.
Oh, I love it when Inspector Rex comes through like that.
Who is your number 5?
Number 5 for the shit towns of Australia. Oh, NCR, we've already had Townsville. Guess where we're going now?
Goldie.
Yeah. And what's more, ladies and gentlemen, it's actually a story that has not ended up behind a paywall from Goldie.
It's a fucking miracle.
It is. It actually is. First off, we've got a hotel guest hospitalized after drinking 2 bottles of complimentary hand sanitizer. But this is an old one from a year ago, but now we are actually seeing the full impact of it because they have now ended up in court. A Gronk allegedly tries to rob a massage shop owner with a gel blaster and sets building on fire after receiving an unwanted happy ending.
It's just not right. It's really eerie here. Something's fucky.
It is indeed. A man accused of trying and failing to rob a massage parlor with a gel blaster before returning with jerry cans filled with fuel and setting fire to the business has been denied bail and has been charged to face court. Quentin Troy Hall, 41, allegedly visited the Service Paradise establishment called Asian Care for You Massage with a gel blaster after an earlier disagreement. The Service Paradise resident allegedly demanded money from a woman and a 68-year-old man who owns the business. He allegedly assaulted the woman and used the gel blaster, a type of toy that often looks like a real firearm, to bludgeon the older man, leaving him with face and neck injuries. Mr. Hall then left the business and purchased jerry cans and fuel, the Southport Magistrates Court was told on Friday. He returned a short time later, allegedly set fire to the floor of the massage parlor. 2 streets were closed as police swarmed the busy tourism hotspot, and he was arrested a short time later on Cabell Avenue. Of course, the lawyer's coming out and saying that this is completely out of character. He's gone home, consumed alcohol mixed with medication that he's on for his mental health condition, and has complained that, yes, he received a happy ending that he didn't want as part of his massage.
Okay.
Right. Is that your reason you want to run with?
I mean, there's a lot of reasons to do some stuff, but maybe he needed some snoo.
You're a terrible human being.
I know.
Who is your number 4?
Florida woman stripper arrested for DUI tries to eat shirt.
Do I dare start this off with President Eisenhower because it involves a stripper?
Please.
Let's get busy.
Key West, Florida. A Florida woman was arrested Sunday after police said she was pulled over for driving impaired and later attempted to eat her shirt. Jazi McClan, age 26, was pulled over on Sunday at 2 a.m. after police saw her car almost hit another vehicle while driving off from a restaurant in the Miami Herald report. The police say they attempted to wake the passenger in the front seat, but she was too drunk and she fell to her feet, according to officers. Oh, dear God. That can't be all they posted onto this story. That's all they posted. I'm just at a. We're gonna show the mugshot of this stripper.
Really? Yeah. She looks like she needs to eat something.
That's why she tried to eat the shirt.
No, she got it wrong. Bart said eat her shorts, not shirt.
Semantics.
Oh, could be worse. It could be eat pant.
I don't think Pants would want her to eat pants.
Yeah, true. We don't want to put pants through that, do we?
No, we don't. We love pants.
No, we love pants. Like
Who is your
pants.
number 4, sir?
Number 4 takes us to Geelong in Victoria, where we've got 2 stories for you out of here. First off, the short one is the 2 women and a naked man brawl on the side of a road. It's always a little bit kinky, that. We've also got firefighters battle a massive burning pile of chicken shit. Yep, someone set a pile of chicken shit on fire. But our story, a creep caught on CCTV fucking a hole in a fence.
Okay.
A Victorian man has captured a disturbing scene on CCTV outside his home, and after sharing the shocking footage online, it seems it's not an isolated incident. At about 10:30 p.m. last week, Emil Verpeth noticed a disturbance near the back fence of his East Geelong property, but he didn't realise the gravity of his situation until days later. The father's home backs onto a dark alleyway where he noticed a stranger lingering suspiciously by the gate and subsequently approached the man and asked him to move on. I said, "You all right, mate?" He said, "Yeah, just wait for a mate." "Yeah, of course you were," Mr. Vervuth told news.com.au. I said, "Reckon you could wait somewhere else?" Mr. Vervuth estimated the man spent about 45 minutes behind his home, and at the time I had no idea what he was doing there. And up until a few days later, he decided to have a look at the footage on CCTV. The footage had captured a mystery man using a hole in the back fence to allegedly masturbate, turning a gap into his fence into a disturbing makeshift glory hole. When he'd approached the stranger on the night, it was dark and he was traveling heavy, carrying a scooter, a push bike, and a bag that was chock-a-block full. At that point, I couldn't see his junk. I wasn't even thinking about looking to see what he was doing with his, The man headed from the property before leaving Mr. Vervuth confused by the encounter. The video back, Mr. Vervuth asked a question he never anticipated. Hang on a minute. Is that his dick? Now, there is a video of this. I believe it is censored. I am checking. It is censored.
All right, let's do it.
We're safe.
Yeah,
boy.
I just have one question.
Yes.
Can we confirm the fence is not pregnant with some lattice?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
She's gonna have a little white picket fence.
Actually, no, it's not because it's corrugated iron. There's the gap in the fence, and there's the censoring. We're safe, aren't we?
It's awfully,
Just
must be awfully
Sorry.
cold there.
very, very cold. What's he doing? He's loitering around like this.
Far North Queensland.
Just now, there is photos of him that have been released, but it has been some psychologists have suggested that he could be suffering something called exhibitionism disorder, which is considered a paraphiliac disorder. It's defined by a chronic and intense urge to expose one's genitalia to unsuspecting strangers, and the roots of the cause can often be quite complex. For now, the quiet pocket of East Geelong remains on high alert. There have been no reports to Vic Pol at this stage, but ladies and gentlemen, if you do see somebody who may be engaging in a little bit of glory hole debauchery, please report them to police.
I thought we just called that being a sex pest.
That too.
But
guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It's medal time.
And before we get to my bronze medal, CJ.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Oh, don't tell me we're going to have another poo story.
Nope.
Thank God.
Florida man high on fentanyl arrested after masturbating outside of his home and urinating and then jumping into a canal.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Another masturbation story.
Oh, yes. Yes. A man who police say was high on fentanyl was arrested after the homeowner reportedly catching him masturbating in front of his wife outside of their home, urinating on their property, and then jumped into a nearby canal, fled from officers who was later captured him. According to the Margate Police Department, Andrew Mark McAvoy, age 38, of Fort Lauderdale, was arrested on January 9th in the area of 600 block Northwest 76 Terrace. According to the reports, the victim told officers he had stepped out to check on his wife when he observed McAvoy standing in their yard with his hands inside of his pants, furiously cranking it. Police say the victim said McAvoy was unfazed by being caught, then further exposed his genitals, and then continued the act in front of him, and then urinated towards the victim. The victim then told police. He began to call 911, at which point McAvoy fled the area, running through the neighboring backyard and jumping into a canal. Officers responding to the call arrived, and another unit spotted the man matching the description. During the run-in across West Atlantic Boulevard, an officer saw McAvoy exiting the canal and running north along the canal bank, ignoring repeated commands to stop. Despite the active police lights and sirens, police say McAvoy eventually stopped and dropped to the ground and was taken into custody. Upon searching McAvoy's backpack and personal belongings, they allegedly uncovered 4 clear baggies which contained a white powdery substance which later tested positive for fentanyl. Officers also reportedly found a glass pipe with burnt residue. We already can tell where this is going to go.
Oh, I'm scared.
McAvoy was medically cleared at the Northwest Medical Center before being transported to the Brevard County Main Jail. No word on bond. No. But you got to see this guy's face.
Oh, let's see it.
This is the face of a man who just doesn't give a fuck.
He doesn't even give a fuck about the mugshot camera right there. Oh my God, hang on. That's Timu AJ Styles, isn't it?
It looks like it. But you know what that face says?
What's that?
Oh, fucking do it again.
You can't say it doesn't.
No, I agree. I agree.
He is like, what did I do? What did I do?
Right, this is normal behavior here.
You're acting like I committed a crime here. You know, they said make love to the camera, not self-love in front of your neighbors.
Yeah, exactly.
Who is your bronze medalist, sir?
Bronze medalist is Moora in Western Australia, and this one's a disturbing story itself. A maniac has been jailed for kidnapping an 8-year-old boy to save him from aliens. A man who kidnapped an 8-year-old as he lay sleeping in bed and tried to abduct his 12-year-old brother has been sentenced to 8 years jail by a Perth judge. Jonathan Richard Anthony was wearing a balaclava and he carried the younger boy from his Moora home in WA's Midwest in the early hours of March 31, 2023. Anthony tried to kidnap the boy's brother as well, walking him from his bed and holding him under his arms, but the older boy managed to escape the man's clutches when they reached the patio. The 34-year-old detained the younger child in his home for 3 hours, forcing him to drink beer and threatening to kill him. NCR?
Yep.
Wood chipper.
Oh, yeah.
The district court heard the boy tried to leave, but Anthony would grab him and tell him to sit down. Judge Seamus Rafferty said the detained boy was absolutely terrified, describing the offending as extremely serious. He told Anthony the only place on earth where the boys should have felt safe was in their beds, and he had violated that in the most egregious way. Judge Rafferty said Anthony was experiencing significant psychosis at the time. Anthony suffered from schizophrenia, but had stopped taking medication for the condition in 2022 and continued to use illicit drugs, because of course he was. In 2020, Anthony was sentenced for arson, and the court was told that his then heavy drug use had impacted his mental health. Apparently, Anthony started using cannabis at the age of 10 and methamphetamine at the age of 15. Hours before the child stealing, he had sniffed 2 600-millimeter cans of butane.
Okay.
Defense lawyer Frances Veltman said her client had heard voices for 10 to 15 years. The judge accepted that Anthony was remorseful, saying he was horrified over what he had done, but he said that Anthony's mental illness elevated the need to protect the community. He pled guilty, give him some kind of credit for that. His sentence, he will be eligible for parole after 6 years, but with his sentence being backdated to 2023, it means that he will be eligible for parole in 2029.
Wow.
Wood chipper.
Definitely.
Wood chipper.
Definitely.
No. It's right down to the fact that he tried to force feed this kid alcohol.
I got something a little bit lighter for us to come into for the silver medals.
Do it.
Florida man charter boat captain found 24 kilos of cocaine out at sea gets busted trying to sell 1 kilo to a sheriff.
If you wanna get down and down on the ground, cocaine. That wasn't too bad, was it?
I actually found this story on the Florida Man subreddit, but Mrs. Tom sent me the story as well on Discord. Again, Mrs. Tom MVP from last year.
Yeah, absolutely. This is going to be an absolute beauty. Thank you very much, Mrs. Tom. Let's hear it.
Marathon, Florida. A Florida charter boat captain ran into murky water after deputies say he was trying to sell drugs that he found at sea. A special detective with the Monroe County Sheriff's Office said a kilo of cocaine from a 65-year-old Bradford Todd Pinesco for $10,000 in cash. On Monday, following a joint investigation with the high intensity drug trafficking area in the U.S. Borders and Customs Agency and the U.S. Drug Enforcement Agency and the CPB Air and the Marine operators, law enforcement officers seized 23 kilos of cocaine valued at about $8,000 in cash, a 34-foot vessel, and a 40 caliber handgun. Pinesco was arrested and charged with trafficking cocaine, selling cocaine, and possession of cocaine. According to the report, I want to thank all the sheriff's office members and our law enforcement partners who investigated this case and continue to work to keep dangerous drugs out of our community, said Sheriff Rick Romsey. It is unclear how long the investigators believe Pinesco was selling drugs, but what's next for this case? An expedited felony. And I get it. You know, you can claim things you find at sea, but 24 keys, and then you try to sell a key of it to fucking cops.
Have you tried cocaine?
You know, I rarely shame people for stupidity. Now, who am I going to build my channel on that? But that is just a whole new level of stupid.
Oh, that's just what the hell? What the actual hell?
Who is your silver medalist this week?
My silver medalist takes us back to Sydney in New South Wales. Now, remember last year when we were talking about the Fatberg in Perth?
Yes.
Giant Fatberg in Sydney in underwater sewer shits out poo balls that close beaches, and it's impossible to clear it.
Okay, then.
A new wave of foul-smelling poo balls has washed up across Sydney's beaches, leading to warnings from authorities about potential pollution. The debris had been washed ashore after recent heavy storms, with warnings suggesting the worst may be yet to come. There are reports of the sewerage debris balls at Malabar Beach and Botany Bay. The incident is the latest saga to rock Sydney's beaches after 4 shark attacks were reported in New South Wales in 48 hours, 3 of which took place in the harbour city. Since then, Sydney Water have erected signs warning people about the sewerage debris balls. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am not kidding. Here we go. Get a look at this. So to start off with, ladies and gentlemen, there's a photo of one of the signs at Malabar Beach in the southeastern suburbs. There's a photo of one of the debris of the Fatberg.
it's I heard Bryan Adams was going to come and do a beach concert, and now this.
Stop it. Oh, stop it. And you know what? There's the debris balls on Coogee Beach back in October 2024. That's what they actually look like when they're properly formed. And there's another photo of one of the other debris balls. So yeah, it is dead set not safe to be on the Sydney beaches at the moment. And if it's not shark attacks, it's fatbergs washing up on the beach. Ill. And with that NCR, while I go and wash every little bit of my body out to get rid of all of that filth, who is your gold medalist?
You cut out. We did not get anything after you showed us the fatberg.
Oh, wow. Did I cut out then?
Yeah, you cut out. Like we did not.
So basically, the whole thing was basically washing up. I need to go and wash myself, NCR, because I am, unclean from seeing all that. Who is your gold medalist?
Florida man arrested after allegedly stealing wine and exposing himself and urinating in Publix outside of Coral Springs Plaza.
Oh, for God's sakes, what is it with bodily fluids this week?
It's a trend.
Evidently.
All right. A man was arrested after police say he stole a bottle of whiskey from a Total Wine and More, exposing himself, urinating in public in front of children outside of a nearby restaurant. According to the Coral Springs police officers, they were dispatched on January 10th to a Total Wine and More located at 2564 North University Drive after a report of retail theft. The store employees identified a man later. The police later identified the man as Clinton McLennan, age 42, of Pompano Beach. The event took place. He entered the store, approaching and appearing extremely intoxicated, yelling at patrons, stumbling through the aisles with his pants around his ankles. Yes, you heard me right. He already had his pants down. According to the report, staff said McLennan grabbed a bottle of Mission Craft Cocktail Manhattan whiskey valued at, are you ready for this? $12.99.
Oh, come on.
And then ran out of the store without paying, leaving and left despite employees attempting to stop him, according to surveillance footage from inside the store, capturing the incident on camera. Later, police found McCutcheon, sitting outside of a restaurant, the Lo Hong Tong restaurant, in the same plaza, drinking the same bottle of whiskey he allegedly stole.
It's like that story that came out of Florida. The guy, I think he stole the Miami Dolphins jersey, and then turned up to court wearing said stolen jersey.
No, this is a different jersey. It's a different jersey. This one's mine. I bought this. I got a receipt.
Yeah, it's fully believable.
While officers were speaking to him, he allegedly pulled down his pants, exposed himself in the presence of children, claiming he needed to pee, and then reported to ignore. And the report claims he ignored the repeated commands to pull his pants back up, and then he started peeing all over the sidewalk as witnesses looked on.
Jeez.
He was taken into custody and booked into the Brevard Health Coral Springs Medical Center and was cleared, booked into the Brevard County Jail, where he faces charges of petty theft, indecent intoxication in public. why not indecent exposure? I mean, disorderly intoxication in public. I get it, but you could also hit him with the disorderly, the public indecency.
Yeah.
But wait.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Do it.
Clint.
Oh boy.
What you talking about?
That is a genuine what you're talking about.
Why am I in jail?
Why do I have this bandage partially over my eye?
Where's my whiskey? I strategically transported it to an alternate location and then into my tummy.
Oh my god.
But the funny thing is, he got arrested outside of a Chinese restaurant, which makes me wonder something.
Oh no, do it. Do
What
it.
is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
It had to be done. It had to be done.
I mean, come on now.
Oh, that's some very interesting Kung Pao chicken, that.
Indeed. Who is your gold medalist, sir?
Oh, I'm about to get angry on this one. The shittest town for the start of 2026 for Australia is Preston in Queensland, where a Gronkess allegedly stole an ambulance from a crash scene whilst Ambos were treating 4 injured patients. You know what? There's only one person I need to get on the scene for this.
Oh, well, you can kindly go fuck yourself.
Thank you, King Shark. We've missed you.
Unfortunately, the story is behind a paywall, but police have charged a woman who allegedly stole an ambulance from a crash scene. Paramedics were treating 4 patients who had been injured in a 2-vehicle crash. She's gotten in, stolen the ambulance whilst everyone was out treating the patients. You piece of shit.
You right, disgusting individual.
Oh, and the worst part is it's behind a paywall. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, we will keep you up to date on this story here. But I hope they throw the book at her and then some.
Oh, I want the maximum sentence. But why steal an ambulance? I can understand almost anything, especially if it's
flirting outrageously with a waitress, and it's okay because he's got a jet.
I'm sorry, we have to use gallows humor here, but
yeah, agreed.
But yeah,
scumbag.
Well,
and
folks,
with that, oh boy, what an episode!
Yeah, we are back. Expect us to be back to bring you more of the chicanery, the shenanigans, the what the fuckery that we can find for you. And we started off strong this year.
Very.
If this is the first week, what does the rest of the year hold for us?
I'd be afraid. I'd be very afraid.
On that note, I am NCR News Network.
I'm Anthony Caruso.
And we will see you guys next time.